Oh shit. Let me do an alt tab real quick. Okay, so to Discord, okay. Okay, I'm in the Odin server. All those guys I said I was in Asada. Sorry, I just got caught up in the motions. Anyway. So off screen I went to Sobina for free. I feel like I've had 1,000 points for a while, but whatever. So, presently on our itinerary, I want to do some of the Rhapsodies of Vana Diel side quests so that I can get an extra trust slot. So I'm not just running with a 4-man party, I can have like a 5th person. Okay, I'll take a side quest. Why the hell not? I want to see if I can find this leader of Sobina myself, since this is such a small place. Yeah, like why the fuck not? If I get sick of that shit, I'll just like do it myself. Also on my itinerary, I have to start with the Unity quest missions. Quest current tutorial basics. Okay, I'll speak to Ixley after I'm done with all of this shit, but presently... Oh? Got me shook for nothing. Oh yeah, this is something I want to speak about. When I left that, Windurst town, I activated a sequence trigger in a cutscene where apparently Domina Shantoto wants to like fucks with me for a little bit. She said I need like a scroll for like silence or something. Okay, what do you got for me to buy? Nothing of value really, but it's whatever. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of research these past few days about Final Fantasy XI, just really trying to be about my BS with this game and get into it the way I typically do with Lavender games. I didn't even know Voracious Resurgence was a thing. You know, realistically, I'll say no to it. If someone tells you some shit like that, they're usually a fucking scammer. But there is something else I want to talk about. Oh, it was East 10. So, it came to my attention recently that East 10 got announced and it'll be 17-year-old adult, you know, same age as East 1 and 2 and shit like that. So they also had something for like 22-year-old adult, but that must be a retcon because we've never seen the journey of a 22-year-old adult unless they want to say that arc of Nepishtim or the other adult from Rhapsodies of Vana is retroactively 22. I don't buy it. Nepishtim adult is 23, just like E7 adult is. I don't want to be a dick to her, cause you know, she's looking good, real good. It'd be nice if she had her toes out, so just studying a bit more. But I'm just happy that Adol is going to Britai, because that was one of the things that you saw at the end of my East 9 LP that I wanted. Adol and Britai. Everyone was expecting the next journey to be wrong. And just because East 9 was really building up to Adol speaking to the Roman Empire. Romeo. So we're just getting like side quests up the ass. Okay, this bard right here. So, you know, I am a happy camper for that. A lot of people were kind of like pissed about it, but people have generally just been pissed about Ace ever since it became more Kiseki-like. And also because they really don't like the E7 formula the way they like the E6 formula. But this one is attempting to be a pseudo Souls-like, which that might work for East as long as they make it super fast, because Souls games tend to be on the slower end, although that's not as true as it was back in the day. Like, East has gotten a lot faster. A lot of occult stuff in this town. Serious? Hold on. So what was it that Motor Cat wanted? I don't even have 2,400. Hold on, let me check. Shit, sorry about that. So she wanted like something for like silence. Well, I would just check later on. Okay, so I can do trades for that shit. Has someone lost some shit? Okay, so missions, add-ons. Make haste. Well, thing is, I don't know the town's leader. I guess I can use like a couple things. Mayor's residence, so it would stand to reason to be around here. You know, the thing about this OST and this early PS2 visual aesthetic is that it could trick me into thinking that I like this game a lot more than I actually do. Because this game invokes the same vibe that Dark Cloud, Dark Chronicle, Okage, and those contemporaries strike me. Not Final Fantasy X so much, because Final Fantasy X is like made with like HD assets in mind. It was made really just so that, you know, if they ever needed to like remaster it, they do it. Same with Kingdom Hearts. Those are games that are made with high quality assets in mind. Square was generally about their bullshit with that, except for this game, because of course they gotta conserve resources since they depend on the PS2 gigabyte. They can't have like a 50 gig game. He's a cartographer. I mean, this guy is the mayor, so I figured he'd be the leader of the town, but it seems he has me on like a different task. Okay. As much as I'd like to do this quest, yeah, the mayor is pretty chill compared to all of the other towns, nations, and stuff like that. Generally, I really like the port towns in this game. Hold on, let me... Oh, you've been sending me messages? Wow, you are so toxic, man. Yeah, but sorry about not checking you out. Because I gotta use all this other stuff. Let me see. let's see. In this game, hold on, let me check some shit out. You gotta keep in mind that for this one, I can't check chat at the same time, so I gotta keep that in mind technically. Let me check some shit out. In this game, let's see, how far am I? I need to do all the rank 3, 4, and 5 missions to technically be done with the main story. But right now I gotta do Rhapsodies of Vana Diel. Let me get my phone out just in case, because I realize that I'm gonna need it since OBS streams can be kind of different when you're on a full screen game. Also, like, if I'm not really, like, seeing your comments, sending me more on different venues is not gonna, like, get me to, like, see them because I'm not looking. So, doing that type of behavior just makes you sound like a loser. But anyway, I got a notification. Oh, it's from this other thing. Okay, Rhapsodies of Vana Diel. BG Wiki. Okay, let me check this out. Yeah, that's the thing. You got a type of like anxious anxiety thing. You know who has that? My stepfather has that shit. That shit is... Because he would blow up my mom's phone being worried about some shit. And eventually my mom was like, yo, fuck off. Because at this point in her life, they're not married anymore. He has his own wife. He's not even paying for my younger bro's expenses anymore because they made a deal that once he turned 18, he wasn't really going to support the family anymore. So why was he like, you know, being so freaked out? I personally thought it was because he was like a vegan dude because of his like, you know, Seventh-day Adventism. But anyway, let me switch to fucking this right now. Alright, there you go. What else? Let's see. I gotta get to Emissary from the Seas. Talk to Nye. Oh, okay, cool. I mean, I've been on this game for a lot longer. I mean, I took that week-long break, but I really started this game after I got the Platinum in Bloodborne. Which, that's been documented already through the highlights. Let's see. I gotta talk to Nailana. Alright. This is what I should have selected. Why would Gilgamesh know who I am? Oh well, Gilgamesh's daughter knows who I am, so that's probably why. What do you mean voices? This game doesn't have voice acting. Three clumps of bee pollen. Yeah, the closest thing you'll hear to voice acting is like the noises characters will make in combat, but that's about it. So those are really just interjections. I mean, they animate the mouth movements, but it's not like they have those things rotoscoped or they got actors, you know, in bodysuits with face dots to like map that shit. Okay, so now we gotta look for some bees. Oh yeah, I've been meaning to ask you. You should change the profile picture on your Discord because not your Discord account, but the server. Since it's hard to like see it compared to all the other ones I've on. Yeah, the one with like Gandalf. Either you should make Gandalf brighter, like turn up the saturation on that photo. Or maybe change the background up because compared to like the other Discords, the things I'm on, like that one is a lot harder to notice because the center is dimmed out. Oh, that thing wants to smoke. But anyway, abilities. I mean, I'd probably do like a screen share thing after I'm done with this to like really show everybody, but I don't want to put my business out there, especially if like they got weird people like getting horny. Saying, yo, I'm horny right now. You know, I don't want their business out there, but I would like to do a screen capture and like show you like an example of something you can do. Okay, let me see this because I know if I ignore this, you'll freak out about that too. Okay. Well, you could do that. You could become a monk and just focus on contemplation, meditation, becoming detached from society. And, you know, that might do well. Okay, let's see. Alt tab. Gilgamesh is looking for bee pollen. Okay, I'll just go to La Faine Plateau. Yeah, you have options up the ass. The perennialist in me would say just to pick a creed and abide by that. I would consider Buddhism to be a religion, although a lot of modern people really don't like that label for Buddhism. Probably because they like to mix it with their own atheism, which Buddhists don't really like to frame their Tao or whatever as a deity. And they're not as obsessed with like talks of afterlife as many other religions. Which is why they tend to focus more on contemplation above all else. Which I could kind of see why that would be the case, since it does come to a point where all these other discussions kind of act as counterproductive elements to the spiritual growth. That is true, although keep in mind if you're actually planning on joining like a order or like a group, that's going to be, you're going to be around the asses a lot. Like if you want to join like a monastery, then you're not going to be a hermit. You're going to be with them. When they want to go somewhere, you're going with them. When they want you to like read up on some shit, you gotta, read up on it. I know on Reddit there was this one dude who he spent some time off in a monastery, and when he came back he read some One Piece, because he used to be like really into One Piece when he was a kid, and yeah, he ended up finding it kind of wild to think about, because you get these like cliffhangers every week with One Piece. So he was thinking about how often in his life he was just thinking about cliffhangers and waiting every week for a new chapter. Sometimes if there's a break, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. And it was like, yeah, that wasn't really something that he missed, but he got to enjoy One Piece in bulk. And that's sort of the thing with me, like, I don't really like hype culture. I don't really like getting obsessed with things and whatnot. So I can see that same thing. Back when I was into like Dragon Ball Super, when that was a weekly anime before 2018, end of March, I used to read the chapters, like watch the chapters like after a couple months so I can enjoy them in bulk. So I'm not thinking about Dragon Ball Super every week. And I'm not disappointed by, yo, I didn't get as much as what I wanted out of this episode. So I'm disappointed because I was building myself up all week. That's the thing about delayed gratification, is that people like to say that if you hold off on something, when you finally get it, it's gonna feel satisfying. But sometimes when you hold off on something and you finally get it and it sucks, it's not good enough for you. You're gonna be disappointed. Nowadays, I look at how people think about things. Yeah, well, I don't agree with the idea that you should never be bored. But I'll talk about that later, because I had a video on it on YouTube. But nowadays, I notice a lot of people, when they see something that they like, they start to, think about it having, or hoping that it has all these other things that they like, and that if it doesn't have all these other things that they like, they're gonna be pissed. And I'm thinking, like, yo, prepare to be disappointed. When Kingdom Hearts 3 was coming out and was getting trailers, people were hoping for, they're saying, if I didn't get a treasure planet world, I'm gonna be pissed. I said, yo, prepare to be disappointed. And he's like, oh, come on, don't tell me you know something. I don't, I'm just saying. And of course, he didn't understand what I meant by that. But that's the thing, you're seeing something you like, and then you're attaching a condition. It better have this other thing I like, otherwise I'm gonna be pissed, I'm gonna be disappointed. Well, guess what, you're gonna be disappointed, because it's probably not gonna have everything you always wanted. I guess. So even like being freed from desire really doesn't even come down to like having no desire. That is a good way of framing it. Alt tab. Let me see what's going on. Let me see something really quickly. I gotta look for the enemy I'm supposed to farm. Let's see. Cone shot Highlands are on the credit. Then. Okay, so I gotta find an enemy called Huge Wasps. Yeah, they are big. These games were designed in mind with being in a community of 100 people. Of course, Final Fantasy XI started to slowly decline as time went on because it doesn't have the quality of life stuff that World of Warcraft would have, or even Final Fantasy XIV. That's the thing though, the servers depend on the PlayStation 2 dev kits, which they don't have any more of those. So once they run out of them, they start dying one by one, it's over. This game is gonna have to like either shut down or they're gonna have to pay for someone to like reverse engineer it, decouple it from Play Online, and have it set to like PC like dev tech. Now keep in mind, the population for this game tends to be like 80,000. And that might actually be inflated because some people multi-box. Well, they added a bunch of stuff because of that new PlayStation Plus Premium service, so they probably just started porting a bunch of ROMs that they found. There's 3 of those games that I find interesting. Toy Story 2 because it's a game I had on PC when I was 4 years old. What else? Ape Escape, the original, has a platinum on it, so it might be worthwhile. Especially since a lot of people seem to prefer Ape Escape 1 over 2, although I don't know if that's largely nostalgia talk. And Wild Arms, which I already gave a review of Wild Arms on my YouTube, like 7 years ago. I would definitely play Wild Arms again on stream. So those are all options I have. Trying to think of like what type of platformers they could even add. Well, they gotta re-add the Sly Cooper games now that you think about it, because PlayStation Now is essentially dead, and I honestly thought the service was terrible, so they'd probably be better off bringing the Sly games individually to the new PlayStation Plus server. Jack is already on that, so hell, you don't even need PlayStation Plus to get that shit. Ratchet and Clank, the originals, or like the HD collection, they could probably bring that back. I don't know if that's on PS4. It seems like one of those things where they probably remastered it on PS3, but didn't do much else. It's the same with Devil May Cry. I think they never bothered to have an HD collection transfer over from PS3 to PS4. And the original God of War games. So there's still God of War 3, but 1 and 2 are nowhere to be found. Aside from PS Now, which, as I said before, is dead. The original God of War, that was basically a hack and slash, not the current one that's trying to be something weird. First person Dark Souls with like QTEs and walking sim elements. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that they can do. They're probably trying to like add it slowly so as not to like overload the servers with like 200 games. I know they really wanted to be exciting. I mean, the only JRPG they really added, if I recall correctly, is Wild Arms, and That one, I think it's because that was from the PlayStation Classic, so I wouldn't be surprised if they added the first Persona game, since that was also on the thing. But what would really get me hype is if they added the original Final Fantasy VII, not the port version, but the one where Cloud's eyes are still blue. And it says Squaresoft. Like the ROM rip. That shit would be hype. So I think I like that more than the standardized version in some cases. They got Bugs Life on the new PlayStation service. Alright, well, that's just a lot of stuff I'm gonna have to look into. Because after I'm done playing this game, I'm gonna switch over to Dot Hack. And then I'm gonna switch over to Dragon Quest Heroes 2 back to Dot Hack. And at that point, I'm gonna need a refresher, because I just hit you guys with multiple JRPGs in a row, and those are like 30-hour campaigns. If I hit you guys with a little Toy Story 2, then I can at least say that I finally beat that game after 22 years. Yeah, Toy Story 2, maybe a little Ape Escape, because from the 10 minutes of Ape Escape 2 that I played, I liked that game, but it has no platinum. So I wouldn't get the dopamine boost of achieving that. I think I saw trophies on Toy Story 2, but I could be wrong on that. Because there's like a trophy list that I saw when I searched the game up. Although I will say that not necessarily every game on the new PlayStation Plus Premium service is going to have trophies. Okay. So this is what we're going to do. Okay. I need to kill 3 of these motherfuckers until I get all the honey whatevers. Yeah. Okay, so I got a clump of bee pollen. So already I'm in good luck. Items. How much bee pollen do I need? Let's see, view house. Beehive chip, beehive chip. Let me see if what I need is the beehive chip. Because if that's the case, then I got attacked by bees one time when I was 12 years old, but not wasps. No, actually I got attacked by a bee a couple months ago, but First time was when I was 12. I was in my cousin's birthday. She's 4 years younger than me, so she turned 8. And when I came through, they're having a barbecue, and this was like right outside my like basement section, my father's crib at the time. And dude was like, hey, there's a wasp, man. It's really stinging us. So I had to like run my ass in the crib. But you know, the grown ass man, like I think he was my cousin's husband, my other cousin. Dude was just like, you know, taking the ass whooping. I you know, got my ass in the crib. I'm like, yo, I'm not dealing with this shit until like, you know, I can lay low and they don't pay attention to my ass. Let's see. Set free. Okay, 3 clumps of bee pollen. Let me check some shit right now. Alt tab. Hell nah. Hold on, let me. This shit is having a seizure right now. I'm gonna pull up my thing right now. Users in chat. Okay. I gotta check this Discord notification I got from Dusty. Okay, there you go. His server. Alright, so it's gonna keep going around until I find bees. I need 3 more things of bee pollen. We got this. You heard? Oh, I hear bee noises. Yeah, it's getting louder. But I think if I just keep going straight, I'm not gonna run into them. Like, I hear them, but I don't really see them. There you go. I'm trying to look for like a big spot where I can just find like 10 or 12 of them a piece. Like economize this shit. I need to get some. This place is fucking hot out, man. Because I don't have like body fat and I have no circulation, I usually can't feel heat. Like even in the summer, I feel like I'm soaking in ice water, but I feel the heat now, man. This shit is killer. Oh yeah. Found yo ass. Get his ass. Woo! Okay. Does that stack? Yes, it do. So I need to find another bee. bee pollen thing. Let's go. We are making our way through, man. There's a lot of stuff in this game that, like, I really wish I could just do without a guide, but I'll get steps 1, 2, 3, 4 right, but you'll get step 5 right. No, that's like a sequence trigger, so. Okay, let's test my brain right now. The second digit is even. Attempt to unlock it. Enter combination. Free. Enter combination. $61. Let's try 61. Okay, 81. So it could be anything between 80 and 62. I'm gonna go with 6'9" for my favorite rapper. 72. Okay, so when they said second digit, they mean like first. Okay. I just confirmed it. Man's just chilling with his chocobo. Oh yeah. I guess I gotta think about second in terms of like how you would notate it. Alright, cool. The order you would like typically write on it. Let's try another. Let me get my hint first. One of the two digits is 6. Okay. They're giving me an easy one, so 63. Just out of curiosity, 76. Okay, we got one chance remaining. Enter a combination. Okay, I'm gonna hit you with the 6-9. 67, okay. See, I did that one inefficiently. This rate, I might get like a Records of Eminence type thing. These blue chests, of course, I'm not that interested in. Items. Okay, what's this other thing? It's the beehive chip. Okay, so that has to go. I see something in the distance, but can't possibly be an enemy because the PlayStation 2 draw distance. Huge wasp. Get it. Woo! Let me adjust my back right now. Back is getting beat up. Ooh, 101 points of damage. That's what I want to see. Pot of honey. That ain't the move. Wait. Bee pollen. Let me check. How much bee pollen do I got? I got 3, so slowly but surely we're getting to where we need to go. Abilities. Okay, I gotta just head north. So I'm gonna put that compass to where I see the end and just keep going. Some of these areas in this game I like because they look so alien-like. You see some of this shit and you think, okay, a lot of this I could picture existing in Earth, but then other things I look at, not so much the creatures of course, because obviously they're like hyper-alien, but like the plant life and the agriculture. I think, yo, this place, like, it's not meant for actual humans. This shit would like kill a motherfucker if you're here. Like those borderline tree-like flowers, I'm thinking, yo, that shit, that releases its pollen, you're dying. That's it. You're gonna die. See that sheep over there? Let me check my quests. Current, gourmet. Let me get this dust out my phone screen. Shit is making it look like there's punctuation where it doesn't need to be. Alright, cool. Alright, so this should be like Vana. So am I gonna have to do a trade, or do I just speak to the dude and it's done? Because I'm hoping this is the last of these type of trade-oriented assignments for a while. I think a big source of this game's like early game annoyance is that they really don't know what to do with super low-level characters because they're just weak. They don't know what to do with your ass. So like, okay, do we put them? We can't really program like BCNMs for characters that are just like wiggity whack with it. So if you're 20 something, yeah, we probably have options for you. But this is like designed for people who just starting out the game, who didn't just choose to walk outside and kill a bunch of mobs until they reach like 15, 20. Honestly, with a game like this, anything below level 50 or 75 or 99, 119 item level, you feel like you might as well be level 1. Right now, I feel like I might as well be level 1. I could cook any of these dudes in the starter areas. But aside from that, it's no difference. Because what can I do that like you would really like want to do when you go balls deep in a game? Nothing really. As much as I like to diss on this game, Dragon Ball Xenoverse, there's shit to do when you're low levels. You out here doing the fucking like every Dragon Ball campaign ever, Saiyan Saga, Frieza Saga, Cell Saga. You go in there. Majin Buu Saga. You know damn well the fighters are gonna have to start doing a new season. They're like, oh, we were gonna be done with this game, but then that movie came out and fuck it, we gotta do Gohan Blanco, light skin Piccolo, orange Piccolo, Gamma 1 and 2. That's all they can do though. They can't do Cell Max because Cell Max is like a giant. Well, I'll have to see the movie to like really understand contextually. But, you know, they got content for those games. They don't got content here for shit if you're like weak as hell. At least I'm not all the way through. Nothing crazy exciting. But hey, you kind of get by in the early game just because it's super chill. And it doesn't really take that long to get over levels. I'm just messing around too much. I'm playing this game as if it's a 2002 game, not a 2022 game. With all the 2015 onward quality of life changes. Okay, got your B pawn right here. Oh yeah, that's what I like to see in this game. The Fade of Black. This guy looks like House from Saga Scarlet Grace. Okay, so this is Lion's daddy. I guess it's surprising for me, but the reality is that like, eventually you'll be a pirate in this game. So was she wearing red, or was she a redhead? Because if she was a redhead, then I get it. I mean, look, you're in a port town, if you're gonna be fucking with any underworld stuff, it's gonna be a fucking pirate. Copper, AMA, and voucher. Alright, let's go. Yep, let's travel to Nork. Okay, this guy looks like Naji, but like in elf form. Alright, we got this. This reminds me of like one of those like pirate locales in like Suikoden and 4. Gangsta? I don't even know what my home point is right now. I guess it's a delivery service. Let me check this person out. Okay, so they're decent. That person is a beast, though. Oh, okay, so this is like a gambling thing. I didn't look at the top right, guys. I was just like, why aren't they saying shit to me? Okay, so this is like a bidding auction house, sort of. I'm under the assumption that I gotta go talk to like someone here, like a Gilgamesh probably. So you have free nomad Mughals. Reporter Mughal. That's the exit. Might as well come through. Do I have a map for this place, actually? Let me check. No, but I don't think I'll need it. You heard the man. I need to get some clout on me. Magic scrolls. So, actually, yeah. Let me take a look at that. Okay, so some shinobi tech. Ninjutsu. he's guarding a door, so let's see. Is this like a ninja lady? I guess this is probably meant to like represent the Far East culture. Okay, this is where I need to be. She's trying to act so hard on me. She ain't hard. Alright, let's see what this guy has to say. Gilgamesh. It's interesting taking the lore of Gilgamesh and just turning him into like this pirate dude as opposed to like a guy who's just like hunting legendary sword as a prince. Making him go from this like royal, priestly, kingly divine class to criminal. Okay, so this is the one he was talking about. So he's not into redheads, he's into women wearing red. I'm not that deep into this. Okay, so she's from the future. Well, the Far East is like there's two sections of the game that haven't been fully explored yet. The Far East is one of them, and I guess 2015, even with Voracious Resurgence, we're trying to get a little bit more of that, but lately, the answer is no. There's that, and there's like this other island that we haven't seen in the world of Vana Diel. I guess they don't want to make the map yet, because that's a little costly. Yeah, they should probably know. I like how in these later games you have these like 2D illustrations. You won't really see that in like mainline Final Fantasies. Like even Voracious Resurgence has this shit. So 3 of those continents. What about the other one, Adurgan? For the record, I learned that Sobina, Bastok, and Sandoria are in the Quan continent, whereas Windurst and the other port town, Mahara, that's like the other one. All these Final Fantasy games have to have like that one place that's basically Japan. Like 7 had Wuchai. You know, having a Wuchai in your party was like this optional thing. It was like a big deal that they couldn't really like have time to inject into the main story correctly. Okay, Amagatama. Okay, so she's basically playing the role of future Trunks. She's the only one left in the timeline. Iroha. So like Ito from Avatar. I know they pronounce it Iroh, but the Fire Nation is supposed to be like Imperial Japan. So it makes sense to pronounce it like it's Japanese. Okay, missions, Audulene, add-ons, Rhapsodies of Vana Diel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so we just gotta talk to Gilgamesh next. Yeah, this is way more interesting than anything in the main campaign. It's not like a cell phone. Okay, so just like that, we got Rhapsody in white, which allows us to have another hold up. Allows us to have another party member. That better just be my phone fucking up on me. Because if I end up losing a lot of footage because of some bullshit, I'm gonna be pissed. There is one way to tell. I'm gonna check my Discord. Today, motherfucker. That's not what I clicked, but whatever. Let's see, Discord. Okay, so an hour and 20 minutes, and yeah, it was only the phone that was having a network error. My phone's been fucking up on me ever since I came back to the city, so it is what it is and it ain't what it ain't. I guess my phone's like, you left the crib? Has science gone too far? Okay, so before anything else, is there anything else that I can do here? Okay, I gotta go talk to Gilgamesh's daughter. Did he ever inform us that his daughter is Gilgamesh? I guess not, but it don't even matter, man. I already kind of spoiled that shit on you, so I don't even feel guilty about doing that, because, well, all I've really said about Lion is that I wanted her as a trust, and then I got her on my first day, thanks to what's-his-face. The guy who's always helping me on these streams. Aside from that, and she got a nice ass. Excellent Tetsuya Nomura design, excellent use of yellow as a color palette thing. Let me head down and see something real quick. Okay, so this lady's where I expect her to be. Okay, where do I want to go? I want to go to Sobina. So yeah, basically that's the Rhapsody of Vana Diel thing. It's likely going to be the last thing that you do, besides Voracious Resurgence, which is more of like a 2-year ongoing thing. Like, the wikis don't even have a meta around Voracious Resurgence, and Voracious Resurgence, you have to finish Rhapsody of Vana Diel before you can even, like, get started on that shit. So, really, by the time I'm done with Voracious Resurgence, I'd be done with the main story. 5 expansions. Rhapsody of Vana Diel, which is mandatory, you have to complete it before you do Voracious Resurgence. The Crystalline Prophecy, the 3 episodes that they have with Masato Kato, helming them, Shantotto, Ascension, Crystalline Prophecy, Mugo Coup d'etat. That type of shit. Let me get on my mount. Now, my intention was just to do what I did with 14 and clear through the base story. 14, Rome Reborn. It doesn't bait you as much with, like, expansion bait. Like, it does it after the credits, but after the credits. Base game does, but I'll have to see it contextualized. Abilities, mounts, red crab. Okay. Couple things I want to talk about. So far, I think I'm gonna have a bit of an issue when I get to the final quarter of this year. So far, this year has been predominantly me not having anything to really play aside from March, April when I had Stranger of Paradise and Chrono Cross. I There hasn't been that much happening. This hasn't been a wallet killer of a year, but since we have Trails from Azure, which I already expected to play through, Romancing Saga, the remake, getting remastered, which I'm still a little disappointed that it's the remake, but then again, they would have to add so much elements to the original to make it feel like it's following the Saga formula that even though the art style change and all of that stuff isn't to my liking, no, I'll take this over that. Because I do prefer the Saga formula gameplay, and Romancing Saga 1 wasn't it yet. 2 was it, but like it also had a lot of things I didn't really like you couldn't regenerate your MLP, and your party members were more disposable. You were meant to like swap them with new guys that were better. Of course, the fact that it starts off with the New Game Plus feature, if I took advantage of that more often the way I did with Saga Frontier, I probably would have enjoyed that game a lot more. Romancing Saga 3, which I haven't downloaded on my PS3, but I did an LP of it back in the day, is a classic. Saga Frontier is amazing. Last Remnant is amazing. Scarlet Grace is amazing. I'm really looking forward to, above everything else, Saga Frontier 2, the next Saga game they have in mind. But even above that, there was a time in 2014 where I wanted to get Saga Scarlet Grace, because it was on sale in Japan back in the 2015, so like not Scarlet Grace, the PS2 Romancing Saga remake. And Gideon Z, the Aeon Genesis dude, did say that all things considered it was better than the original, because the original was super fucking rushed, and you could only defeat the final boss through cheesing him with a certain spell, which I've already hated the fact that the final bosses can be kind of a wall in these games, but it's whatever. So there's that, and then there's Crisis Core Remastered, which I think is going to be early 2013. When it says this winter, I'm thinking around that time. It's like how Rebirth, people think it's 2013, like late 2013, December, like, we don't have those type of winter releases anymore, where it's like the end of the year, it's the start of the year. We're getting that in early 2014, so the dude by Inbox saying the remake part 2 is coming out in 2013 back in 2020, it's not looking too good for me. Now it's looking good for me, but because no one's kind of piecing it together, but all things considered, it's looking kind of bad for me. So North Gooseberg. Just gotta keep heading south. I'll think about all of that later on. But yeah, that means it's gonna be a wallet killer, because I do want to eventually get Crisis Core, and that was a game that, when I had it, it fell into so bad it's good territory. I enjoyed the game, but I also remember watching last year a video of myself in 2011 dogging on the game. Around the same night where I watched the first Fred Diary of Wimpy Kid movie. So I remember that era, where I would just have like these long pauses in my speech. Not these kind of pauses, but like the ones where just speaking would make me pause because I would hear my own voice and like get hurt by it. Like, ouch. Chill. The echo shit that I used to have to deal with. But that was dogging on Crisis Core then. I was making the which is better Sephiroth or Genesis thing. If I did have to make that video now, I would say there's aspects of Genesis that I do like. The vocabulary I used to describe it was like not it, but to me, the thing I like about Genesis, he's basically Kuja from Final Fantasy IX. You know, this like terminally ill dude lamenting his own mortality and... Okay, where am I right now? I don't see myself. Well, that I find compelling. Like, he's someone who's like about to die and he doesn't want to. He wants to live. So he's like, oh, if I have to like die, I'm taking everyone with me. That was Kuja. And he acts like he's in a play all the time. So they operate on the same trope. Only thing is, Genesis doesn't really plan on destroying the world. He just wants to reenact Loveless and get into like a battle with fucking Zack, and of course, somehow the reenaction causes the last page of Loveless to really like blossom. Nothing shall forestall my return. Well, that's practically remake bait, but at the time it was Dirge of Cerberus bait. But I guess Nojima doesn't really like Dirge. Someone brought up a point that Nojima probably doesn't like Dirge because he had little involvement of it, which is true. Nomura and Nojima both weren't that involved in the scenario of that, so that was the odd man out in the compilation. What the fuck? Where am I, man? I don't see my icon. Let me just keep going south. There I am. I see. Same with 10-2. 10-2. Nojima was involved a little bit, which is why he liked to FF7 bait or prequel bait with 10-2. But aside from maybe some scenario stuff, the actual story content wasn't his stuff. I think all the stuff after 10-2, like 10-2.5, a novel and Will, and eventually the scenario of 10-3 that he wrote, all of that is basically him undoing things he didn't like about 10-2 with a more preferred narrative. So he's got that. He wants a Laguna story for 8, because Laguna didn't get enough time. So there's a lot of stuff where people gotta look at Nojima instead of Nomura. Or Nojima to really like be critical. Which you're starting to see that now. Because I used to be more of a Nojima critic. Like I liked his concepts, but there is a formula in how he likes to deliver his stories that often gets put on Nomura because he's into it too. But Nojima does it, and you can see it with how he likes to implement his plot twists and the type of character he wants to put on the forefront. Nomura likes his clouds, squalls, and noctises. But Nojima likes his Zacks, Lagunas, Titas. And really, when it comes down to all that shit, let me check all this stuff. Kind of went deep in the rabbit hole with that one. Oh, let's start with Genesis, and I think he really just wants to take back some of the control of these narratives that he helped piece together. The compilation with 10 spirit stories, with even 8, like he wants to revisit Laguna because the Laguna scenario was like so short. So honestly, when I think about how Nojima took Genesis and made him into his own character, Genesis was kind of hinted at to be like this next big bad. He said, no, you know what, let's make this Genesis guy into like a dude who's kind of terrifying looking, but he has a face turn. And that's sort of what makes like, the end of Crisis Core like a weird thing, because yeah, Genesis is someone who needed to be stopped because he was just super vengeful on Shinra. He's basically what would happen if fucking during Sephiroth's freak out he decided to make Shinra his enemy for how they experimented on him. But he was, getting civilians involved and causing all sorts of damage and harm to people. So he had to be stopped. And that was them trying to re-noirize, or add even more ambiguity to FF7, as if the original didn't have it, as if Before Crisis didn't add so much to it. Crisis Core added even more. So in some cases, who's the better character? It's gonna be Sephiroth, but people want to label Sephiroth as this like black and white villain. Now that we're seeing his more charismatic side instead of his like terrifying side, people don't like that either. He just had more utility. Genesis is kind of a narrative mess because of all the writers kind of having their hands on the pie, and even that we aren't seeing him in Remake Part 2 trailers yet. I do not believe he's going to be in Rebirth. And I'll judge whether he's a great character based on how Rebirth finishes up his arc. How the rest of the project, the trilogy, wraps up his arc. Crisis Core, I just want to fight Minerva again, or for the first time, because that was content that I didn't really get into in Crisis Core, because it's easy to miss out on that. We need to talk to Cloud in a certain chapter, and if you miss out on that, you miss out on so much optional content. The game becomes like a beeline to the finale. Hopefully when it comes out now and they have the HTML walkthroughs, I'll just look at that and know exactly what to do. Really, when it comes down to this game, there's some things that I like doing on my own, like the combat, but those little minute sequence triggers that if you miss out on them, you lose out on all the content on that rotation. That sucks, man. like really bad. Also, the hard mode on that game is really fucking difficult. I think it's more designed for New Game Plus. Like, I tried going through it to a certain point, and it's like, yeah, it's kind of a grind. So, I'm gonna be a man of my word and start the Unity Trust thing. Just keep heading to the west. I think the big thing with me and Final Fantasy games up until that point is that I believe that like every Final Fantasy game needed to end with some world-ending conflict. The Crisis Core was sort of the break from that. The conflict was more intimate, it was more about Genesis kind of forcing Zack into the role of Sephiroth and Jeuno to fulfill the prophecy she believed was going to save him and really renew his purpose in life after he realized that being a Shinra lapdog is not for him. But it was like not very coherent, and I prefer the world-ending scenarios. I mean, Dirge had it, Advent Children had it, Before Crisis had it, the OG had it. The only one that didn't really have it was Crisis Core. It made things especially rough because Zack is so obsessed with the notion of being a hero. Well, wanna know what's heroic? Besides saving the guy who saved the world, Cloud, actually saving the world yourself. But yeah, as spiteful and dangerous as Genesis is for like everyone around him because of his anger issues and his willingness to do everything to get what he wants, he was not a world threat. That was not his goal. Best stock markets. So E11. We'll walk there so I have more time to speak. It'd be nice if I could do like a review of Berserk when I stream again Monday. My movement speed is slow as fuck right now. Let me take a look at that. Is that an F? Come on. Suck ass motherfucker. Are you saying she slipped you a Mickey? Yup. Just fuck me up, fam. He did that shit by clapping? Why do they like having these characters flirt with you in MMOs? I remember my younger bro was like super into Club Penguin, and he actually wanted to fuck one of the girl penguin mods. Okay. So just like that, I'm done with the Unity thing. Okay, so Iron Eater. That's this motherfucker right here. So you gotta talk to him twice right there. Okay, cool. They make the thighs in this game look so thick and juicy, man. Okay, so this is like the Unity chat. So I'm just gonna be seeing stuff like this. Oh, this is like free companies you join in Final Fantasy 14. I don't know if I like that, but whatever. Missions, nations, 4 musketeers. Joe. Well, let me look up where Bordeaux is. Okay, let's see. Paschal marshlands. Okay. Okay, I guess I'll just look up Bastok missions, because this is a little wild with it. Okay, let me see what my Discord is notifying me of. Oh, okay. So we're gonna have movie nights on Discord. Let me check. Oh yeah, this dude changed the thing to like Wonka's ignoring me, man. Dude has a mental problem. So personality problems. But anyway, let me look up Bastok mission 3-1. Beta. Rolandberry Fields, Kronstadt Highlands. Bastok Market, Port Bastok. Well, first off, let me. Okay, let's see. Current region. Let me take a look at this guy. He's been... Oh, he's starting now. Status. Abilities. Red crab. But yeah, that turned out to be really efficient. I like how the DLCs, not DLC content, the post-game content is paced out. See, you just like focus straight on the story, so shit just happens so quickly. You can enjoy the shit, like. I will say this, Voracious Resurgence is kind of, you know, soft-witted in terms of like things happening. But I like it so far because I think they're gonna make the final boss someone from a Final Fantasy game that I've been like, you know, really fiending for. I mean, Cloud of Darkness is cool, but Chaos on the other hand, those are staples. You can't really go wrong with either one. Like Extef and Zeromus. Exodus and Zenomus. Those you can go wrong with because those are characters that like they're weird. They're not tied to like an aspect of nature or represent anything general. They're more representative of the stuff in Final Fantasies 4 and 5. Whereas Cloud of Darkness is kind of the ethos of Final Fantasy. Chaos is kind of a lesser, yet even more foundational ethos of what Final Fantasy is. 3 is kind of where Final Fantasy began, even though I have a lot of issues with 3 and I do prefer 1. 3 up until a point I actually preferred over 4, but then it just goes through a long stretch of annoying the fuck out of you. Anyway, so if we get Chaos as the final boss, or at least a boss, and then maybe decide to go with Fallout instead. one-shot Highlands. So my number one goal is to wrap up free 1 right now, because I accomplished everything else early, man. I didn't expect to either, man. I was under the impression that this was all gonna take me a hot-ass minute. You know what I find interesting about this stage of my life is that everyone is sort of like connecting. My GameFAQs homies are coming through on Discord, I'm spotting them. All these dudes that, like, I wouldn't say they were my friends, but we've known each other for 6 years. And we're slowly uniting. How long until it happens with some of the dudes that I really looked up to in the GameFAQs days, when I was working my ass off in my old job. I'm talking about chaos this and chaos that. We're not gonna get to that possibly ever, but it's something that'd be interesting for me to see, because I'm making all this fuss about the main story. These guys got me dead. Uh-oh, he's here. That Quasito guy showed up in Ryzen Jima around, and he seems super duper mad. Okay, so I guess the Far East is a place we can get to. Good time. This is the last quest that I can do in these levels viably, whereas I'm gonna need a couple more level ups in order to do the next set of quests, like the free, the 4-1. I'm shooting for level 70 before I do any of this stuff. That way I can equip that weapon I have. So let me just stare at my compass. Not my phone, not looking at chat. This is kind of why I preferred having it as a small screen, even though the quality is low. Unfortunately, I have to keep my phone on me until the battery starts to die out in order to keep seeing the chat. Okay, so I guess the unities are like Amber Alerts. You just say, okay, here's the op. This car, get to the car, get to save the kid, whatever, and then someone does it. Should be getting ready to eat real soon. My appetite is really kicking in. I'm a hungry dude, man. Hungry boy. I realize, like, the breakfast I typically have before I stream is good for energizing, but it's one thing to be energized, it's the other thing to, like, actually be full, and you need, like, solid stuff for that. Okay, so we just gotta keep heading to the north. But with the way that things are looking, I might just have to start leveling up and doing limit break quests now. And then I can proceed with the rest of the main story. Maybe do some of the early parts of the other DLCs. Not Xylar, because I need to actually, like, beat the game to start Xylar. Whereas things like Promethea, not so much. Yeah, that would help me get, like, another trust. Unfortunately, you can't have, like, a set of 6 without beating the game, so I'm gonna need to get some high levels in order to compensate for having a missing guy. And trust me, having a missing guy makes a big difference in this game. Like, you see how I get my ass kicked when a trust goes away? Numbers, man. Like, this game emphasizes that. You can't do the traditional Final Fantasy 4-man party thing and expect to be alright. You need like a 5-6-man party to really pull it off. With a 6-man party, you can deal with Shadow Lord in the game's initial base level cap at level 50. You can't do that shit when you only have 4 guys with you. You need to up that shit, man. Right now, the fact that I can have a 5-man cell is awesome. I feel like I'm gonna be a beast. Although for this next mission, I can't have Valina roll. So we've got his double classes, but he's chilling out here. Suspicious human. Oh, you can't talk to people while you're on a thing. They see that as disrespectful. Like, get off that shit. I've had conversations with people on cars, motorcycles, just like stopping me in the road and saying, "Oh, where do I get to here or there?" I'm like, "Oh, I can't really be talking to you here. You're looking type sus." Okay, so let's see. Rollenberry Fields. Bedeau. This place looks like it'll give you like the poison status amulet. Yeah, I'm getting a Final Fantasy 12 vibe from here. Let me switch to my other hand. I gotta wonder now. Not E3 is over in 3 months from now on the Tokyo Game Show. Are we gonna expect more from Square for 25th anniversary, or is the 25th anniversary over and done with? Part of me thinks a They might want to promote more of that Crisis Core reunion game, even though there probably isn't much to show. It's just Crisis Core with remakes assets. Like maybe by the time Remake Part 2 comes out, they'll do the same for Dirge. That'll be badass. Oh, well, hold up. Jack, man. I only did one Rhapsodies of Vana Diel stuff, so I'm done with that shit. I can use 5 party members now. But really, when it comes to missions in general, I'm not gonna be done with this game anytime soon, because I need to find places to level up, do missions to raise my level cap. Yeah, that's what you should expect. It's gonna be a while of me doing this. I mean, if I grind off screen, it's probably not gonna take me too long, provided that I do a lot of limited break quests on screen at once. Aside from the next Berserk chapter tomorrow, it doesn't seem like there's much for me to look forward to, so my plan is probably to just focus on upkeeping my personal life tomorrow, getting my insurance renewed, man. That shit is like... Stay away from those motherfuckers, by the way. I wonder how tough this guy is. Okay, so he's weak. Ah, my hip is hurting right now. You see, I do streams on my younger bro's room, the living room basically, and that shit hurts me because the sofa is beat up and too soft. I do that shit here where I'm just like on these wooden chairs and shit like that, and I'm beat up because everything is too hard. Shit, I'm gonna need some gamer chairs or something. Okay, that thing looks like it wants a piece of me, but it's not gonna get a piece of me. Cause I'm on a mount, man. That can't do shit to me. I gotta figure out how to get to Bordeaux and stuff like that. Alright, cool. So I just gotta keep heading to the east. Oh yeah, I'm almost done getting the platinum on that Nick All-Stars Brawl joint. I just gotta do arcade mode with all the characters now. That shit's more time consuming than it is really difficult. Okay, come on, we getting there. See, I compared this to something like Final Fantasy 11. They might have been equal, but you can tell that the assets for 12, I mean. For these games, they're kind of just as is. These games were made to eventually be HD. This game was made with a time limit or expiration date in mind. That didn't end up coming through. So, from here, how do I get to Bordeaux? I'm gonna have to check. Yo, why the fuck am I always on caps lock? Alright, good. That's how I should hit it from now on. Let me check right now what I got up in here. Oh, 11. Okay. So I gotta go back to the marshlands. That sucks, I guess, but whatever. I just realized by the time I get to like level 99, I'm not gonna need the Chad ring anymore. Who is J11? Okay, I see now, I see now. I gotta go through this little loop, and I'm gonna end up where I wanna be. If I'm reading that correctly. It's gotta be it, so. Peace. Yeah. Hopefully that's just my phone, because if that's anything else, I'm gonna be pissed. It might just be the case that these type of streams aren't for me. OBS related streams. They seem way more taxing than... I'm gonna check what's going on with my laptop going forward. My laptop is also dealing with it too, and that means that I'm fucked right now. I'm about to look at a screen that's gonna tell me... Oh no, because I'm getting updates from the Unity, so that means that I'm still connected here. It's just my phone that's been acting up lately. My phone Wi-Fi will just randomly get fucked. I wouldn't be surprised if my Wi-Fi is confused and trying to switch with the Wi-Fi in PA, my Hazelton home. I can't even say that. I mean, I know it's like Snake. Let me unpause it. Is it permanently paused? Okay. So it is a problem with my phone, but you know, there's always some new shit. Let me check something else, because I want to make sure the stream is alright. It's using the 5G one, so that's probably a problem. Let me turn this off and on. I hate how double taps don't really make it respond. Okay. Why only the copper ones? You got an issue with the other ones? Well, I guess, you know, they're all just one race of beastmen, the Quadavs, and then the work race, and then the other race. But copper is like a rank, and I guess they're trying to go for that rank. Yeah, that was a nice little shot of them all staying back to back. It reminds me of like the old school Final Fantasies. But that's kind of my issue with like part of this game, and it's just you beefing with like the unenlightened races, man. Like a story like that, I'm seeing like the modern community is gonna like get tight with it, kind of like how they are with D&D and all this other shit. Okay, let me bring out the trust. Okay, we can't bring out Valena roll. It is kind of dumb how people make a big deal about, you know, works and stuff like that, but I can also see why. Valena roll. Where my Gila at? See, now that everything's sorted, I don't really like, Domina, Shantotto, Joaquin. Let me see if it's this guy. Okay, I was right on that. And I guess I'll go with Aya, man. Okay, so we got our bases covered. Okay, hold on, let me switch my items. I can't have AoE damage if I want to do this correctly, because I keep count. And the AoE deaths don't count. Okay, 2. I mean, they're the unenlightened races. That's the thing, though. So it's like the whole story's been making a big deal about how the beastmen are kind of dumb as hell. Like, how the hell did they get armor? Like even forgery, like complex forgery, like smithing is like a little too much for them, and military like planning. Okay, so. So do I fuck up in the mission if I kill one that's not a copper? Six. So the ones that aren't copper, are they looking at me like, oh, good thing I didn't get that promotion? 7, okay, cool, cool. Every time I look at these, like, turtle-looking beastmen, I'm thinking, like, I'm reminded of those, like, turtles nutting. Like, you ever see videos of a turtles fucking, man? Like, the close-up shots of them turtles when they bustin'. Oh. I think I got, like, 8 so far. My count is probably off. I'll just break it down. I'll consider this an 8 and then try to get another 8. And then try to get a 4 afterwards. I'm not really getting much EXP from this, but... Okay, records of eminence. So total damage, if I get that up, I'll have another level up. Should be a way up there. No. Yeah, that's the entrance because that's like the records of eminence shit. It'd be nice if they like respawned a little so I can just take on more of them because as it's standing right now, I can't really. Don't really know how to get up there. Alright, so I'm heading down. Let me check this person out. 57 blue mage, level 27 warrior. Inactive assault, probably like checking their inventory. think this is where I'm supposed to be at, but... I'm curious. Let me do an alt tab right now. Okay, so let me head back a little. Okay, so it tracks how many I kill. So I don't need to do it all at once. Might have only killed 7, but I'll just keep going until I think I've done it correctly. Thing is, my equipment right now is super outdated, so abilities. Someone casted sneak on me. I guess if I stay around down here, I'm not gonna find any... Scratch it. Little man really casted a spell on me. Did I get level down? Nah, but Curse did like remove my max health, so I gotta be mindful of that. Yeah, I did gain quite a bit of EXP from that. Don't know if I'm doing this correctly by going here. Yeah, at least I'm getting EXP. am in Bordeaux, so I think I'm just gonna focus on grinding up because now I'm getting XP. This is the bug spot. Yeah, 10 more of those and I should hit the next level up. Got caught with curse again. So yeah, if I just like get too close to those, that idle thing. Probably why that little man casted sneak on me. Okay, I get it. I need stronger equipment. Apparently the bulk of your damage comes from your armor equipment, not really your weapon. Okay, I'm getting EXP here. Decent EXP, like, especially with the Chad ring. Okay, I see those little glowing spots. Tried to finesse it, but I guess it wasn't meant to be like that type of AoE. Oh, it didn't last long either. Oh, Agam is... The noise that she makes is a little different from what I expected. Let's see if I got poison on me. Oh, okay. Those actually give out decent EXP. Seems to have high defense. Okay, decent challenge. I might just want to grind here. It's been a while since I had any EXP gaining. Come on, let's fight. You and me to the death. So brass and copper should be like my priority. That one didn't drop EXP really. What about you? Okay, 395. Low evasion and defense. Should I mess with that? Let me pick and choose my battles. Oh, I like the katana sound effect. Okay, finally hit a level up. It's about fucking time, man. You know that's right. Damn, a place where I can hit level ups. Yeah, these guys don't really mess with me unless I do some shit to them. Oh, these guys want to smoke. Let's see what a decent challenge means. $492, okay. Getting a little EXP thirsty. Getting thirsty. Okay, yeah, excellent defense indeed. I'm trying to get to level 40, that's the thing. I'll get to level 40 and then I'll proceed with the rest of the game. 602 EXP from the silvers. See, we got 2 healers with us, and like a nuke caster, and like someone who can like stun up enemies. So this is a difference maker right here, having 5 party members. Imagine doing this shit before. And with Valena roll just like drawing aggro to everyone, so not only am I not getting my kills, but I'm also dealing with all this other shit. Okay, let me see, what should I put away? Okay, let me view house. I can put this away until I'm ready to sell something. What's a mall? Okay, so that's like for spellcasters. I can put that away as well. This is exciting. I mean, we're getting static. Yeah, the combat is basically just RuneScape. That's alright. Be a little more wise with this, cause I don't think my trusts are forever. I've been on opium for the past 2 days. Okay, come on, let's see. I hit it for 0? Oh, that time I hit it for 0. Scroll of Cura. I'm dealing terrible damage. I'm just determined to make the most out of this quest. And this is not how the guy expects you to hit these levels, but I'm liking it so far. I guess I just targeted him, but I didn't select attack. Uh-oh. I pulled in double. IMA is like... I had to do like a little bit of a step thing to like get everyone in position. Okay, yeah, this is trouble. We got 2 guys pulled in. Scores a critical hit. Okay, we got it pretty. Don't target yourself. Okay, I'm just gonna use the mouse. The tab feature wants to act add. I'm gonna just treat it like it's add. And click what I want. We got mouses up in this bitch. $812 EXP, man. I'm just gonna chill. I see more copper Quadavs over there. They recover MP quickly. Okay, once Rugadine gets like triple digits, that's when I'm gonna call it quits and start fighting more. Like, I'm really at the cusp of a level up. Okay, dealing decent damage now. So that's why they didn't want us dealing with anyone beyond the copper Quadavs, because these guys are actually kind of tough. So it wouldn't really be necessary. Okay, let's see, what do I take? Alright, cool. I'm dealing decent damage to these guys. 2 of them dead and another to follow real soon. I like that auto target switch. Come on, let's get a little bit more of that nowadays. Quadavs helm. Can I equip that? Let's see. For my head. Mercenary. I guess not. Okay, my damage seems to be improving. The temptation is there. I'm not gonna front with you. I do feel tempted to just grind up to like level 40. Finally feel decent. Yeah, these copper Quadavs are like weak sauce compared to the ones down there. And even like the ones near where you can get up. I wonder if this game will notify you. You've killed enough. That's it. Straight like that. Get your ass home. Thing is, I got a warp ring, so I can just... Okay, that would be the way back. Yeah, once these guys start disappearing, I'm gonna be in trouble. I don't know how long trust lasts, but... We decided to militarily run up on some motherfuckers. That's kind of amusing on my end. Okay, quests. Alright, let's see. Yeah, I didn't really get that much damage delivered, but... You already smell me, check. It wouldn't mean the difference between getting to like level 39. It'd get us on the other end of that spectrum, but not quite at level 39. That's the thing. This whole thing is basically an American coming-of-age hood drama story. I'm just gonna hug a wall until I see like a way to get up somewhere, so I can just really go off on the grinding, because the more EXP the better. And if I notice like the enemies are getting stronger, that means I'm on the right track. That's the thing. I'm tired of being like the same level. These 2 level ups, they feel critical, man. I feel like many opportunities just open themselves up just off these 2 level ups. And that's not even really the case, but I just feel it. Okay, come on. It was good. I'm almost... Think about this for a second. What am I gonna do when I hit level 40, man? I'm gonna just take that as an invitation to do 4-1. Some of these other quests. Free. Yes, sir. Ozzy the Haka is always showing up fucking everywhere. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not really like big into like that game, Final Fantasy. Like I gave 10-2 a good review, but that like section of the game where they got rid of all the quality of life stuff from the original game for the international release. Straight ass. They done nerfed everything that was great about that game. Oh? Are they fucking or something? Okay, so it was just to filter out which of these adventurers was worthy and which one gets stuck on rank 3. Well, whatever. Seems I passed, so... whatever. Let's see... items. Alright. What happened to my best token ring? Did I throw it out? I hope not. retrace my stuff and see what I did. Mouse. Let's see, my wardrobe. Oh yeah, I put it there. Man, I don't really need to do it, equip it, just have it on me, on my person. Naji! Okay. Maljuk. Okay, waiting beast, fetishism. Let's see. I guess I gotta hand some. Highlands. It's so annoying trying to find the name of a mission when you're on the thing. Add to the Forsaken Mines. Okay. Alt F. Yeah, like on the page it doesn't say the name. We gotta like going through it from the next thing. But anyway, I guess I gotta hand in a bunch of crystals to start the next quest. So like, what are them guards? Travel to another Bastock Market. Ooh. There you go. We're at the home point, really. Doing tab when there's like so many things to target is like annoying. Skeets! She's skeeting! They need to stop teaching people like phonics who. No, it's clearly not for them, because I remember one time I slipped in the kitchen, my mom told everyone I skeeted. No, that's not what it means. Okay, to Forsaken Mines. Do I want to do that one yet, or do I want to do free? I mean, it's optional. That's the thing. Alt tab. Well, let me see to Forsaken Mines. See if it's something I'll like. What's inside the mines? Obtain a hair meat. Okay, yeah, this one is like has way too many steps to it. You gotta do like trades and deal with drop rates and things of that nature. Four water crystals enough. Travel to another home. Current region, Bastock Markets, Yep. We'll talk to the same cat. Let's make it happen. I gotta say, like, I accomplished quite a bit this stream. More than I expected to. I expected to just make the whole thing Records of Eminence. I didn't expect to get 2 level ups, complete free 1. What do we got up in here? I need some crystal. Did I draw it out? Oh no. Okay. I'll maybe drop another one and see if it works. Travel to another endpoint. Current region. How it works. That's the thing. I'm trying to be a little cheap with this. Don't want to end up overspending. Okay, Malduke, hit me with some good news or some not so good news. Jeuno, hold on. Okay. Alright. Let's see if that's the one. I hope I didn't accidentally like get to like ahead. Nope, no, this is actually where I need to be. That's the thing, at this point this is like rank free. I skipped one. I think I'm only gonna... That's the only one left to really skip. I didn't skip two. So, oh, I gotta speak to Lucy. It's not, thought I had to pull up to the president's office, be like, hey, yo. Oh, thanks, Oluvids. Yeah, man. I like those Kingdom Hearts 1 videos you've been making, those streams. I've been putting in work on a game that I really like. Yup. Yeah, you don't gotta worry too much about it, because I think I'm done for the night really soon. Been doing this for like 4 hours, but I appreciate the love, man. Oh, it's the man himself. You know, early on they were kind of talking about how I'm an upstanding dude and I got a lot of potential. I thought it was just how MMOs kind of gas you up, like, I see some greatness in you. But now, like, kind of ran up on 20 Quadavs and did a little more than just that. And I fought the Seeker and the Boyoki Sato Dragon. Yeah. I think I earned some D writing. So I gotta pull up to Jeuno. I could warp there, but I think I'm gonna just call it a night for now. It's been your boy with Mr. Wonka 7. Thank you guys for watching. I suck my dick.